exciting episode of DC Universe Online. In this episode, we got to save Aquaman from the evil Circe. He somehow mind-controlled him, make him believe he's actually Queen Mira. Martian Manhunter Stanley has more information.
I spoke to Aquaman only recently. He misses his wife, Queen Mira, but he did not mention this war. Now his mind blocks me, and all the Atlanteans are shielding their thoughts as they swarm our shores. We need you to help prevent a mighty war.
As you can see, we gotta save Aquaman. To do it, we'll have to go through lots of his Atlantean troops who've been misled in this war. Please join me. First, as always, we need to go to the vendors to see if there's anything new gear we need to get.
I'm sure I have something here that can help you. Take a look.
Hello, traveler. Do you require mystical equipment to use in battle?
It's like we're all set, but always make sure you have their vendor equipment prepared so you can always go into battle prepared for any fight. And since we're going up against the Atlanteans, it's going to be more than a fight.
Welcome, warrior. We will need your skills in this fight. The Atlanteans are invading and turning innocents into water-breathing slaves. We must find Aquaman and end this unjustified attack. Until then, act with force. Push them back and free the enslaved humans.
The Tide Stones hold a great deal of Atlantean magic. Could you gather some?
You need to stop them before they turn the whole city.
Queen Mira! Someone please help! I can't breathe!
I was afraid I'd be their slave forever.
I can't breathe!
How did they do that to me? And why?
As you can see, we gotta collect the Tidestone residue, repel Atlantean invaders, gather Atlantean battle plans, and also free Overlander slaves. Or Drylander slaves.
Seize the Drylander!
What's the king? Someone please help! Help me!
You will all be slaves soon.
Someone please help!
I was afraid I'd be their slave forever. You need to stop them before they turn the whole city. You need to stop. How did they do that to me? I was afraid I'd be their slave forever.
Atlanteans shall rule all the earth.
I thought Aquaman was a hero.
Seize the Drylander.
How did they do that?
You will all be slaves soon.
And the dark world chain to Atlantis was severed, burying the city beneath the waves.
Please help! Help me!
I was afraid I'd be their slave forever. You need to stop them. I was afraid I'd be their slave forever. How did they do that to me? And what? You need to stop them before they turn on us. You need to stop them.
The Atlanteans are an ancient magical civilization, and they've always sneered at us dry landers. But they've never invaded before.
Someone, please help! Help me! Someone, please help!
It should be the rest.
The Atlanteans are teleporting via magical tide pools further into Suicide Slums. Shut down their reinforcements and restore their kidnapped victims before the tide takes them all.
We gotta rescue the waterlogged civilians. There's 15 of them, so shouldn't take extreme long until they find the bubbles.
Seize the Drylander.
You will be destroyed with the rest of the Drylanders! Your interference will not stop us! For King Arthur and Queen Mira! This Drylander must want to volunteer for the transformation.
You will all be slaves soon.
Your interference will not stop us! For King Arthur and Queen Mira!
Seize the Drylander!
Queen Mira! Seize Drylander!
Feel the might of Atlantis!
Blonde hair and blue eyes. By these signs will you know the spawn of Cordax,
You will be destroyed for the rest of the Drylanders!
commander and revolutionary.
Drylander must want to volunteer for the transformation.
Get in touch with Aquaman at all. He's the king of Atlantis. He must be able to stop this. Sure, he and Queen Mira lead a race of proud Atlanteans, but invading Metropolis seems a bit drastic.
This unprovoked attack must be stopped. Aquaman will not answer my hails. I fear the worst. He would never condone this invasion.
As you can see now, we gotta destroy Tidestones, collect Tidestone fragments, and defeat more Atlantean slayers.
Long have the Atlanteans made use of powerful magics.
Wretched slave-monger fish people!
The Atlanteans have planted magical artifacts along the docks that enable...
Seize the Drylander!
What did they make me do?
Atlantis' army can always use a Drylander slave.
Wretched slave-monger fish people! Aquaman was a hero!
Atlantis' army can always use a Drylander slave.
What did they make me do?
Seize the Drylander!
Aquaman was a hero! Wretched slave-monger fish people!
Atlanteans shall rule all the earth!
What did they make me do?
Atlantis' army can always use a Drylander slave.
I thought Aquaman was a hero!
Level 28, okay.
Kneel before your betters, pathetic Drylander.
Slave-monger fish people!
The Drylander slave.
Aquaman was a hero.
You will all be slaves soon.
Slave-monger fish people!
Atlantis' army can always use a Drylander slave.
Martian Manhunter deciphered some Atlantean thoughts before they shut him out. They say Queen Mira is causing this war, and Aquaman is her devoted slave. Slave, huh? Anyone else find that suspicious?
Mm-hmm. I sure do.
I sense Circe's crew lies in this endeavor. You must stop this invasion where it begins. Martian Manhunter will meet you below the abandoned shipyards. Perhaps together you can break through to Aquaman and restore him to reason.
What did they make me do?
Drylander slave.
Was a hero! What did they make me do?
A skill point as well. Go ahead and put it towards my critical attack damage. See if I got any gear.
I sense Circe's crew lies in this endeavor. You must stop this invasion where it begins. Martian Manhunter will meet you below the abandoned shipyards. Perhaps together you can break through to Aquaman and restore him to reason.
And though the seas have tempest-tossed Queen Mira and our king, always their love stayed true.
Those tide stones carry only minor magic. They draw from a greater magic source located beneath the docks. Find that magic and destroy it.
I cannot scan these Atlantean minds, but I can disguise us both, so we can move freely among them. I will scout ahead. You speak to them and find out their plans.
The Tidestone node is strong! It pours our power over the land!
The Tide's ritual will ensure our success.
Beware always the seal men of the bitter lands beneath the South Pole.
With our tide ritual, the tides will soon overflow the land. Glory to Arthur, King of Atlantis!
The Atlanteans are blocking my mental suggestions. So no more disguises. We'll just have to fight until we reach Aquaman. Aquaman and Mira are this way. There is something strange, though. I need to get closer.
Sea Fury Arbs are, of course, the core munitions of the Atlantean army.
Defeat us! Drylanders! Attack!
So if you made it, push your buttons. Talk to Martian Man and see if you can help Aquaman.
Aquaman and Mira are just ahead. I can only read their minds dimly through their magics. But I will tell you this, that woman is not Queen Mira. I cannot make out their thoughts. I must get closer. Follow me through the door. Arthur, please stop this madness. That is not Queen Mira. She lies.
Enough! This war will continue until the atrocities the surface dwellers have wrought against my kingdom have been avenged.
We must release Aquaman from this imposter's control, or his kingdom will savage the land.
This is my realm, and you are not welcome here! Of the deep waters, read my thoughts. Your king calls you to attack.
Sometimes fighting Atlanteans make me sneeze. Just kidding.
Circe, your cruel lie has gone far enough. Release Aquaman from your spell.
What happened? Where? Mira! What has happened? Where is Mira? Circe, what have you done with her, you witch?
Your queen is here, great Arthur. But if you do not abdicate your throne to me, she shall never swim these hands.
No! In her name I will smite you!
Aquaman is free from my spell, but the victory is mine. The rift I have created between the Atlanteans and the surface world has weakened both your peoples. The damage is done.
Well, all bad stories must come to an end. And like I said, Aquaman seems he's back to himself. So, with that being said, thanks for joining me. And as always, keep subscribing and give me a thumbs up if you like these videos. Also, check out the new Deluge Aquaman missions, so Spindrift and regular Star Wars ones. And have a good one.
I must thank you. Were it not for you, Triton knows what would have come of this deception. We must return to Atlantis at once, and tend to the damage Circe has caused among my people.
Aquaman is freed from Circe's cruel lie. Now that Queen Mira is again at his side, the war between land and sea should end.
I am Arthur, King of the Seven Seas, ruler of the vast ocean empire of Atlantis. But I am a king in exile, abandoned by my queen, rejected by my people for an alliance with the surface world. I will heal that breach, and forge a peace between the land They call me Aquaman.